The next morning, you wake up and go downstairs for breakfast. Fergus is waiting for you. He's an old halfling, wrinkled with age and work, but still fit. He's weary, nervous even. He doesn't smile and seemingly can't meet your eyes. He's holding a small pouch and a cloak. Morning. There's a bounty for killing the wolf. He holds out the pouch and jingles it. 100 gold pieces. And we have this cloak. Not sure what it does, but we could feel it special. Might be helpful. He holds the cloak out to you.
I do not mind if I do, huh?
Oh, and that looks good on you, Jacques.
He kind of flicks it over his shoulders and preens about a little bit. I am a fashionista.
Do you feel special?
I always feel special, huh?
You want to give me an Arcana check to see what's special about
No.
the cloak?
Yeah.
I think it's best to keep it a mystery as long as we possibly
Jacques
can.
is quite happy with just the way it looks. If Pam's already saying it looks great, Jacques happy with that.
Okay.
Okay, remind me, Jacques. Remind me to hem it when we get back tonight. It's just a little, just a little on the sleeves, right?
Yeah, I made trip over it, huh?
I'll get you fixed up in a jiffy.
Well, if you'll insist on going through with this, I'll lead you to where the wolf was last seen.
Straight to business? No breakfast?
I am hungry.
You can find food in the back, I suppose. Davina and Iona are not here right now.
Can I, how about I propose that just the four of us maybe convene for 1 second. Paul de moi. I gotta kind of pull everyone a little ways away from him. Hey, so they offer the free room and board for those going to hunt this red wolf, huh? We could stay here indefinitely, no? And pretend to go hunt the wolf? This place is pretty
You want
nice.
to stay here forever?
Well, I mean, it's a little better than the Curious Beaver, no?
Well, we don't have to be fast, but I mean, we should probably try to save the town,
And the town still stands. For how long has this Wolf de Rouge has been around?
I do like board.
Yes, and the room compliments you very well, no?
Oh yeah, in the room.
What do you think, Butch?
Well, it's not the most honest.
But you can lay down some roots for your poor babies, no?
They gave us no time frame.
There is some nice undergrowth around these woods.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
We just don't go out after dark. It's easy. Yeah? It's simple, no?
I feel like this is a bad idea.
I like this plan.
Butch, I think you were the tiebreaker, no?
Yeah, these folks seem like honest, good people. I don't feel right. Just
Come on, they
taking
barely
advantage.
have a biscuit and an egg boiled for us this morning. They aren't working with much.
It was just I thought, though.
I mean, you do you, Jock. When we're all done, if you wanna...
Pamela, you know I will not leave your side.
Let's go.
Are you ready now?
Yeah, we're ready.
Yes, my
we're ready.
associates were just a little apprehensive about the room and board. We do not have a time frame for how long that offer stands, it may take us a number of days to hunt this wolf.
It takes you however long... I was not prepared to say this in my fake Irish accent. It takes you however long it takes you.
It's good enough for me.
Till you're dead, I suppose.
Oh, well, that's going to be a long time, I tell you.
You go after the wolf. Might not be that long.
Look at how tough this shell is. The wolf's no match for a shell as thick as this. I've got hundreds of years left in my tortoise bones.
If you say so.
Let's go pretend to kill this wolf now.
Why pretend? Let's just
Pretend.
kill it.
Hold on a second. I just, Butch, I hate to tell you, my friend, but contrary to popular belief, turtles do not live as long as you think they do.
Oh, no. You haven't met my Aunt Susie, obviously. She's...
I do have other things to do. Can we be off now?
Yeah, of course. The getting's great.
I can fucking talk, huh?
Fergus, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. It's just they're nervous, maybe. It's, compensation, these guys. Let's go.
Okay, you follow Fergus as he takes you to the edge of town towards the forest. On the way there, you pass a path that you can see leads to the cemetery. Up that way is a town cemetery. You could let us know where you'd like to be buried, if we find your bodies.
Well, Fergus, what do you know about this Greer lady? Can you tell us anything?
Just that she was the old innkeeper's daughter. She went after the wolf and was never seen again. Someone give me a perception check.
12.
14 for Booch.
My passive is 16.
Well, you all hear just the faint sound of humming coming from inside the cemetery.
Like a person humming? Or like
Yes.
machinery humming? Oh, okay.
Like a person humming.
Is that the banshee, Fergus?
Oh, that's probably old Ailith. She tends to the graves. Actually, if you want to know about Greer, she probably could tell you something.
We?
Yeah, I reckon might be a good place to start.
I'll just wait here for you. We'll go when you're ready.
I'll walk into the cemetery.
As we kind of get a little outside of earshot from Fergus. Well, now he's not in such a hurry, huh?
He's sort of a fickle little fella, isn't he?
The cemetery is surrounded by a stone wall with a plain, gated entrance from the road. It is old as the village, but it's well kept. It's divided into sections with paths winding between them, with the oldest graves near the entrance. You can just make out the sound of humming farther ahead of you. You follow the sound to a small temple and see an elderly woman tending to new graves. The temple is a small structure, 10 by 15 foot, or 3 by 4.5 meters. Above the open door is etched a raven sitting on 2 crossed spears. There's no door and you can see inside if you want.
Woman, are these the bodies of those killed by the wolf?
Yes, these newer graves are, yes.
Is there still, are they buried?
Yeah, they're plots with upturned dirt. Recently buried.
And how long have they been dead?
Oh, I'd say these have been dead for a few days now. We only found them a couple days ago, though.
And all of this graveyard is filled with the killings of wolves?
Oh, no, this cemetery, it's as old as the town. It's been here. This is where the townspeople are buried, too.
So the wolf is a new threat to this area?
No, the wolf. It's been around for as long as I can remember, for as long as the town.
Weird.
What about, Pamela, but this banshee, it worries me more than this wolf, huh? What about the banshee? What do you know about it?
Just that she tends to foretell the death.
Well, it does not seem too impressive to say to somebody, hey, I think that you are going to die, huh?
We're all gonna die, right?
Exactly, Pamela. You see, Pamela gets it.
I could tell you, I was but a child the last time the wolf came around. And that wasn't the first time.
Oh, so it did leave for a period. You said, it's been around forever, so I thought you meant it's
Well,
left.
I don't remember it well, but my parents told me about it the last time the wolf was here. Many heroes came to save us. They all heard the cry of the banshee, but didn't heed it. They all died. One of the last groups that came through had one person that wanted to leave, to not face the wolf. But not even he would abandon his companions. They all went out. He was the only one that came back alive. He refused to say what happened. Barely said anything, actually. Just refused the bounty and simply left.
What was his
And
name?
after that... What was his name?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, in my old age, I've forgotten so much.
Nah, he'd probably be too old now to help us fight, so... Alright, you got quite a job here.
Well, this story, thank you, old lady, but it makes me feel a little bit better about my chances, no? I mean, I am just the same as this hero who survived, yeah?
You do not want to go after the wolf?
Well, if they expand the menu at the Broken Thorn, then probably not.
Jack, stop being picky.
I eat goblin sandwiches with Mikhail. I am not that picky.
Alright.
Now, does a lady's name by the name of Greer ring a bell? What can you tell us about her?
Oh, yes, Greer. Yes, there's a monument just over here. She gestures towards the back corner of the cemetery and painfully grunts and walks over towards it. Where there's a small cairn and an old rowan tree. She reaches out to touch the tree and looks up into its branches. This tree, and she pats on it, is a memorial to Greer, the innkeeper's daughter, who's said to have loved rowan trees. She would decorate them with ribbons during festivals. But there are no ribbons here now.
Oh, I always got extra ribbons. You want one? I got a few in my purse.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it would be lovely to see this old tree decorated again.
Okay, I've got some red and I've got some blue. Yellow. I'm just like rummaging through my purse. You see like all the mom things, a few sandwiches, extra blanket. Always.
I think yellow would be quite cheery.
I hand you the ribbon that I have. I'll give you all of it. I don't care. You'll need a lot to decorate the tree, so just here. Here you go.
As soon as she ties the ribbon onto the tree, the banshee appears near you.
Ah!
And the banshee...
No! It's like a witch! It is as bad as a witch!
You see a luminous, wispy form that vaguely resembles a young woman. Her face is wreathed in a wild tangle of hair, her body clad in wispy rags that flutter and stream around it. You have summoned me.
Oh, it is a sexy witch! No!
I am not a witch.
Hey, I don't think we meant to summon... Are you Greer?
Curses are tricky things.
I mean, we just wanted to, pay our respects to Greer. We're, not trying to do anything.
Which one of us will die?
All of you, anyone that goes against the wolf.
Not everyone that goes against the wolf dies.
She just looks at you.
What about this guy? Look at his shell. He's not gonna die.
She sadly looks at Booch.
I kind of rap on it. It's pretty thick. Can take a punch. Now, what did you say about a curse?
They can be quite tricky. The wolf is a curse. The wolf is a curse from a powerful fairy.
Oh. I see. What's gotten into this fairy's bonnet? Get it all worked up, slinging curses around.
This town has caused the curse.
How do we break it?
The wolf must be defeated.
But you said we can't. You said we're gonna die.
The wolf can be defeated if you have the right assistance.
What does that mean?
She turns and slowly glides out of the cemetery.
I follow her.
Yeah,
I do not like this at all. Look, the town is the source of the curse. We just burn the town. We don't fight the wolf.
But that's where we get bored.
And room. I know. It's a conundrum.
And room.
This place is making me crazy. I do not know what's coming over me.
Jacques, deep breaths in your nose and out your mouth. In your nose. Out your mouth. Okay, don't you feel better now?
Just a tiny little bit.
Mikkel, hold up. What?
I'm following the ghost woman.
Sexy witch!
Guess I just keep following.
Is Fergus following along?
He's just kind of staring open mouth at the banshee and backing away from her as fast as he can. She, however, is gliding down the road
Fergus,
towards
run!
the dry well.
Get out of here, Fergus! Old lady, run!
What's in the well? Why'd you take us here?
I walk up to Fergus and I shut his jaw with my hand.
Come on, Fergus. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a dead woman.
Is a banshee? And he'll back up faster. The banshee, however, has glided down the road towards the old well, which is on the other side of the road.
Okay, Booch is shuffling along, trying to keep up to the banshee.
She gestures towards the well in the tall grass and disappears.
Pam's gonna go up and look over the edge of the well.
Pamela, be careful! What if something sucks you in?
I'll be careful. Come on.
So is this just a big clearing with grass and a well in the middle?
The well sits in the center of a 30-foot clearing in the trees. The grass is overgrown and the area looks abandoned. There's a 5-foot diameter rock wall circle, open on top with no covering. Some of the rocks are cracked and crumbling with age.
I will follow Pam about 5 foot behind her with my shield and sword out.
You look down into the well, it's nothing, it's dark. You can't see anything down inside of it.
Is there any rope or bucket or sort of pulley system, anything like that?
There used to be, but it has long ago broken and fallen. You could tell that there used to be something there, but there's nothing there now.
Fergus, why would she take us here? What's so significant about this place?
Fergus did not follow.
Ah. Why?
Because he's afraid of the banshee.
Banshee's gone
Like
now.
any sane person would be.
Banshee's gone now. She was nice.
Everybody,
Tie a ribbon around it.
Everybody, get on the edge of the well and let us jump in. You must trust me.
She did gesture to the grass around the outside of the well.
I will search.
No, never mind.
No, I agree.
I thought that was a plan, but...
I agree. Let's all jump.
This shell's thick.
Boys,
but
boys,
let's
no,
not
no.
test it.
I put my foot up on the edge of the well, grab onto the
Go
side.
ahead and jump on it too.
Don't
Do not
jump,
worry,
Mikkel!
Pamela. I can feel
Everybody!
the fire. We will not hit the bottom.
No! Stop it right now. Think clearly. This is not a viable option. Get off the ledge. Now.
Comes up behind them and grabs both
You
of
have
their
till the
shirts
count of
to
3.
pull back.
Okay.
1.
Yes, she brings us to a well. The sexy witch brings you to a
2.
well. You go in the well, huh? Do you not know
2
anything?
3/4. Mikkel, step down now.
I step down.
2 5/8. 3.
I'm down.
There.
Wait, 3 comes after 2.
Yeah, I was counting to 3.
You said all kinds of things after 2.
I'm saying mom things, okay?
I look over at Jacques.
She thinks I'm stupid.
I think she knows you, stupid.
I grimace at him.
Hey, I wanted to go into the well too, huh?
I'm gonna keep an eye on those 2, but I want to look around, see if there's something she could have been gesturing to, you know.
You want to give me an investigation check?
15.
You find a sword and a little silver raven,
Just like in the dirt.
kind of hidden in the grass. Yes.
Guys, is this someone's stuff? Like, did they hide stuff here? Look. Like a little sword and a little figure?
I look at the sword. What kind is it?
Are you just looking at it?
Oh, I see it. Long sword, short sword, scimitar.
You can't quite tell.
Is it buried?
It looks like it could be. It's maybe a long sword, maybe a short. I mean, as long as you're just looking at it, you can't really tell. Is somebody picking it up?
When the DM asks that.
I thought
Yeah,
Pam
I think Jacques wants to pick it up.
Well, if you think it goes with my cloak, I guess I will take it.
Right, he hasn't even investigated the cloak.
So you're kicking at it on the ground, Pam? You haven't touched it or anything?
No, I'm pointing it out to you guys, and I'm just saying, look, hey, that raven looks familiar.
Is it laying on top of the grass, or is it like buried down in, like if I take my foot?
Yeah, it's just kind of in the grass next to the well. If you move the grass aside, you can see it, but you still can't quite tell what kind of sword it is.
I'll kick it.
Walk over and take a closer look at the raven and pick it up.
It's a little silver raven.
Now, it just happened, but remind me, there was a raven in the cemetery, right? Where was it?
Yes,
Okay.
above the temple. There was... Hold on, I can tell you exactly what there was.
So some sort of deity or object of worship or something.
There was, above the doorway of the temple, etched a raven sitting on 2 crossed spears.
Do you see any spears too, Babala?
No.
Well, then the raven is probably meaningless, huh?
Okay, looks silver, but okay.
Booch, you want to give me an Arcana check?
Sure, yeah.
No.
Because it does feel like there's something to this raven. It's not just a little metal thing,
If
trinket.
you roll a 1, it's an extremely nice paperweight.
Well, Jacques has no interest in the sword. He's got his whip, so he wouldn't really do anything with it.
I just kind of want someone to touch it since she asked us if we want to touch it.
Oh yeah, touch it.
Arcana check was 14 for Booch.
It is a figure of wondrous power.
Ooh.
Figure of wondrous power.
If you use an action to speak the command word and throw the figurine to a point on the ground within 60 feet of you, the figurine becomes a living creature. The creature is friendly to you and your companions. It understands your languages and obeys your spoken commands. If you issue no commands, the creature defends itself but takes no other actions. It can become a raven for up to 12 hours. Once it's used, it can't be used again until 2 days have passed.
What's the command word? Is it on a post-it note on the underside of the belly?
There is no command word, you just throw it.
Oh, I thought you said you have to say a command word. Sorry.
It obeys your spoken commands.
Oh,
If you
okay.
issue
I
no
got it.
commands, the creature defends
Okay,
itself but
I
takes no other actions.
misunderstood that as like a password.
Yeah, password.
0000.
Figure of wondrous power is what my ex used to call me, huh?
Jacques,
Butch,
don't be
you
filthy.
you inspect a random item that you find? This seems odd, no?
Oh, this is a wondrously powerful figure. To be precise, it's a figure of wondrous power.
And these things are meant to help you defeat the wolf. Just
Oh,
saying.
that is what the banshee said, yeah. Well, I want something cool, huh? All I got was this stupid
Jack.
cloak.
Did you examine your cloak, Jacques? What did your mom say about examining the cloak?
She says that it is rude to examine the cloak of a lady, huh? Without her permission?
Yes, but never take cloaks from strangers, but if you do, examine them.
Oh! Thank you, Babylon! I would like to examine my cloak.
Give me an Arcana check, please.
18.
Oh, you can definitely tell this is a cloak of protection.
Whoa.
It gives you a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws.
Dope. Just as an aside, if I was in your position, I probably would have made the cloak just be a cloak after the way Jacques handled
The
it.
way you handled it.
Yeah, I probably would have. So thank you
That's
for not punishing Jacques.
Key difference
I
between
know what's
Leland and
coming.
Emily.
You need the protection.
Mikkel, are you sure you don't want this sword? I could investigate. All these things seem wondrous.
For some reason, it feels like I should not touch it.
And I take my sword and sort of flip it over and get a better look at it. And it doesn't look... It's not glowing or giving me any kind of odd feeling.
Booch takes a couple steps over. Oh, you guys are silly. You know, if I had a dime for every time
A banshee helped you.
I tried a funky looking mushroom and had a rough, 6 to 12 hours, I survived to tell the tale. So he picks up the sword.
What kind of weapons are you proficient with?
Oh, that's a very personal question. club, dagger, dart, javelin, mace, quarterstaff, scimitar, sickle, sling, spear.
Okay, thanks for your whole life story there, Booch.
So I'm not proficient with any type of sword, really, it looks like.
I am proficient. Long sword, short sword, rapier, I am proficient.
So I hot potato it over to Pam.
As long as Booch is holding it, you still... There's like a haze around the sword. You can't quite see it correctly. You can't... I mean, it looks like a sword, but there's no details to it. You can't make out anything.
There's definitely something about this, but I can't put my stumpy little hand on it. Is one of you any better with swords?
Booch, here, let me look at it. Let me investigate.
Okay, so I'll pass it to Pam.
Pam, as soon as you touch the sword, it's like it solidifies and it becomes a rapier.
Nice.
You want to give me an
Yeah, my
Arcana
Arcana
check
was
on it?
11. It wasn't great.
You could feel there's something special about it, but you're not sure what it is.
Pam, you're not holding it right. Other side. The pommel.
Pamela, is that his blade you grab, huh?
I know how to use a rapier, guys! Alright, 16 for my next roll.
It is a sword of wounding. Hit points lost to this weapon's damage can be regained only through a short or long rest, rather than by regeneration, magic, or any other means. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack using this magic weapon, you can wound the target. At the start of each of the creature's turns, it takes 1d4 necrotic damage for each time that you've wounded it, and it can then make a DC 15 con save, ending the effect of all such wounds on its success. So every time you hit it, it takes a d4 damage, and then every time you hit it again, it takes an additional... The d4 is stack. So every time you wound it, it takes that many d4 damage.
Dang.
And it can't heal.
And it can't heal till a long or short rest. Now that the Banshee's gone, Fergus catches up to you again. She be gone?
Yep, she was gone as fast as she came.
No need to
I've
be
never
scared.
actually seen her before. I did not like it.
No, she's very helpful.
I don't think she's anyone to be scared of.
She's always screaming every night.
I think perhaps you would be too if you were a Banshee, no? And you always saw people dying. Maybe coming around on the sexy witch a little bit. Look at the gift she gave us, huh? This is why I like you, Fergus. You gave me this cloak. I now know what it does. You were a fool to give it up.
Well, it was left behind by one of the other adventurers. It really wasn't mine.
So my affinity should not be for you then, huh? Should be for this dead adventurer.
I suppose. I mean, I was the one that gave it to you.
Okay, I will mark you back down to common folk in my book of grievances, huh? You're all in there.
Okay.
Everyone's that I meet.
Would you like to go see where the last wolf attack was?
Yes, please,
Let's go.
show us the way.
Is it far?
No, not far now. Fergus leads you into the woods, and although it's daytime, it's very dark here. He takes you to a bit of a clearing where, although the bodies have been removed, it's obvious there was recently a fight. The trees are charred and broken, there's uprooted undergrowth and turned dirt, and a soured, earthy scent in the air. It seems like more damage than you expect, even in a fight against a dire wolf. Fergus shuffles his feet and wrings his hat in his hands. You, best return before nightfall. And with those parting words, he turns and heads back to the inn.
So we're like pretty much like on the outskirts of the city then?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's pretty close.
Yeah, so did we walk like an hour, or did we walk,
So it's probably like right outside the city is where the cemetery is. A little past that is the dry well. Another 15 minutes or so is where you are now. So not too far away.
Okay, so we're like a mile or a little more outside of this actual city limits then.
Yeah.
Can I look for wolf tracks and, sort of look at where everything happened, blood and that kind of stuff, to get an indication of where the wolf which direction it might have left in?
Sure, give me some investigation checks.
Can I do survival?
Sure.
12, even with my +5.
You see enormous wolf tracks all around and heading into the forest. Does anyone else want to take a gander?
Yeah, can I take a look? I want to compare these to like other wolf tracks that I've spent a lot of time in the woods, so I want to see if they look similar to other wolves I've seen or not.
So, if a regular wolf track is about the size of your palm, we'll say, this wolf track is about the size of 5 palms.
Hoo-wee. This is a big boy we're dealing with. I reckon its feet are about 5 times too big.
I bet its body is also 5 times bigger.
I hope not.
Okay. Well, I know nothing about tracks and footprints and... How much time do we have? Do we go into the woods now, guys?
Yeah, I guess. What time of day is it? How much time do we have before nightfall?
It's probably around 1 o'clock.
Okay. And is it one? Does it seem to be just one singular set of tracks from the same animal, or do I see tracks from anything else or anyone else?
There's a lot going on here. There's a couple tracks that you can see. I mean, if somebody else wants to give me an investigation check.
Mine was
She
terrible.
said only pieces were found. Maybe the wolf drug off some bloody stumps. We can follow a blood trail.
Do you see any blood? Because I don't.
Not with a 12.
I rolled a 9. Alright, well, we need to kill this thing, and if we're out at night, I guess it'll find us, right? So let's just...
You
Wait.
hear the crunching of leaves. You turn and you notice an ancient woman riding an ancient doe walk out of the forest. Another pack of fools! Come to test yourselves against our wolf. You must know some secret if you think you'll succeed where others failed. But I wager you won't. Dead in the dirt are filling our blood-soaked wolf's belly. That's where you'll be. Her laugh echoes in your ears as a sudden wind shakes the trees, making a cacophony of rustling leaves, and the sunlight slashes across your eyes. Then the trees and shadows quickly settle back, and the old woman and the deer are gone.
She
think
said...
that was the fairy, huh?
She said our wolf.
I think this townie's fucked.
What's got her so upset? Why does she want to have this big old wolf eat so many people?
I don't know, she's evil. She does curses. It's what she does.
Well, usually a curse happens when someone's,
Pissed
got
off.
a grudge or, yeah, exactly.
She looked pretty
know.
angry to me.
Let's show her that we're better fools than the others.
I head down the road.
There's just so many old people around here. I cannot keep straight who is who. Was that the same lady from the graveyard? I do not know.
It was not the same
No,
lady from the graveyard.
I mean, I know.
Jock's being dumb.
Somebody give me survival check.
All right, hold on. I have
That's
a portent
Booch's
die.
territory.
My highest portent die, though, is only an 11, unfortunately. But I could give you that before you roll. I can give you the 11. You can add your modifiers to it if somebody wants it.
What
I
check was
have
it
a
again?
+5.
Nature?
Survival, nature, whatever your highest.
I have a +7 in survival.
Ooh, do it then.
All right, I've used my portent die, and I see, and Jock foresees like the sexy witch. Booch finding exactly what he needs after a quick search. Ah! With an 11. And you see
I jump back.
Jock is like wiggling his fingers. I see something, Booch. You are destined for greatness. In this
He's
single,
been cursed!
In this single moment.
So Booch's spore babies sort of give some puffs and some smoky, sporulous stuff ripples off of his shell. Oh boy.
You should do that in private.
I reckon I got a good feeling about where we're going. So that's a 18 for
What
a
is
survival
this
check.
dice?
It's a portent dice?
I have a portent dice because I'm a level 2 divination wizard.
Portent?
Portent, yes.
Portent. Okay.
It's very important.
Okay. I've never heard of it before. I'm just asking.
I haven't either. I'm just repeating what Leland said.
Oh my gosh, you acted like you'd heard of it. All these
It's a
spore
skill
babies percolating.
It's a skill I've been fostering for years.
Passed his deception check.
Okay. All right.
Booch, now that you're wandering around a little bit and you're looking closer, you can see the giant wolf tracks. You also see sword pieces here and there, fabric that's stained with dry blood, and several other sets of smaller wolf tracks that look a little fresher than the other giant wolf tracks. You can follow them off towards the north.
It looks like we're not dealing with just one wolf here, and in fact, the most recent wolf tracks I'm seeing look like they're from little fellas. I say
Now,
we follow
when
them.
I say smaller, I meant smaller than the great big one, but still bigger than little ones.
Oh, so they're not like regular sized wolves in addition to a dire wolf. It's just smaller dire wolves.
Smaller big wolves.
There's more than one? Oh.
It sure does seem that way.
Let's start with the smallest.
Oh, yeah, Booch, please lead the way, huh?
Okay, so I start trudging off towards where these tracks are going.
Now, I have a question as we walk, huh? We can walk and talk, as I told Fergus that we can do it. This wolf had gone away for a long time, but where the heck did it go, huh? This wolf cannot be an actual wolf. Maybe like a spirit or something, like a wolfy witch, maybe.
They die too, correct? And I trip a little.
Watch out for the stumps, Mikkel.
We
Lift
can't
your
spit your
heels,
gum out of your
lift your
mouth,
heels.
That's too many things. No theories from the rest of you, huh?
I don't know, it just seems scary and, big. I don't know things. I'm new to adventuring, remember? You always forget
Well,
that.
If this is a curse, I don't think we're dealing with a wolf that's entirely flesh and bones.
We know how to get around this curse soul, huh? The old lady in the graveyard, who may or may not be the same lady on that ancient elk, told us. Told us
She
that
did?
we do not have to actually want to go kill this wolf, huh? If we do not want it, we will survive. Only one of us needs to want it. Who will sacrifice themselves for the group?
Jacques,
Jacques.
I
Jacques.
always knew you were a courageous little fella.
No, I am a coward, huh? Look at me.
Jacques, have you been reading your mystery novels again?
Look, the one you recommended, the Sun Peak of Crystal Keep was phenomenal.
Yes, but your imagination's running a little wild, son.
Do you know the world that we live in? We just spoke to a sexy witch who led us to a well that we almost jumped into.
You know, maybe Jacques, you're onto something. That one fella survived, and he didn't really want to kill the wolf.
So we just don't want to kill the wolf so we can kill it.
Oh, you guys are scaring me. Oh.
Mikhail, you are so much smarter than everyone gives you credit for.
I don't want to kill the wolf with my sword.
I do not want to kill the wolf with your sword either.
Then I think we're safe.
What are we doing out here? Oh my gosh, boys.
This is very scary, yes. But where the hell are you leading us, huh?
We're not going to the wolf.
No, I think we can still go to the wolf, Mikhail.
Booch, can you give me another survival check?
But we're not supposed to want to go to the wolf.
I think it's just a matter of the act of killing it. We can go where we like. As far as
Let's
I understand.
go to the wolf.
Yes, but let
And
us
not kill it with my sword. Yes, we will not kill it.
No, never. We never
We
kill
will not remove its head.
Never kill the
Rip
wolf,
its
no.
fingers out.
No,
we will not do those things.
No, we will not kill it, Booch. I know how much you want to, Booch, but we will not kill this wolf.
No, Booch, we will not do it. I want not to kill this and go back and have board.
And room.
What did you two get into?
Did you? Did you guys take spores from Booch's back again?
I have to admit, I did inhale when he poofed.
I told you to stay away from the pink
You
ones.
inhaled. We gotta write this in.
So my next survival check is a 21.
When he poofed, I inhaled.
You see the wolf tracks go on, and they go off to the east a little bit, but after you're looking around a little bit, you can clearly see you can continue to follow them.
Okay.
Well done, Booch. Well done, Booch.
What did I tell you boys about drugs? Ugh. Just say no.
Hey, these spores are all natural.
Be cool, stay in school.
How can it be illegal if it grows in the ground, huh?
The trail you're following ends at a small waterfall. Ahead of you is a stream, cutting its way through the trees. You see a small scrap of something red, fabric-like, by the water's edge. Above the sound of the flowing water, you hear someone crying. You notice a woman sitting under the waterfall, gently weeping. She cries out to you. "Brave hunters, your fate is no different than those who came before you. They never listen. They never listen."
Oh dear, honey, never listen about what?
There's a loud crash nearby. You look away for a second, and when you look back, she's gone.
Guys, I'm getting really sick of people appearing out of nowhere on
I am
us.
beginning to see a pattern with this place. Oh, yes. We show up to some place. Someone is there. They tell us we are going to die. They disappear. We keep going forward. We are so fools. We are the biggest fools.
Branches snap as something large rushes towards you.
I told you.
You see two large wolves.
I don't want to kill you. I don't want to kill you.
Oh, boys.
Nobody wants to kill you.
Oh my gosh, geesh, creepers.
One is gray, and one is brown. And they're snarling at you. From behind you, you hear a statickiness. You look and see two glowing wispy balls of light advancing towards you.
It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. Good boy. Calm, gentle.
Let's roll for initiative.
Ooh. Adjusted 20 for Booch.
12 for Mikkel.
12 plus 10 for Pam.
Jacques also got a 12.
Did you say you got a 22?
Yeah, I rolled a 22.
Dang.
Nice.
Rolled a 19.
Who wants to go first, Jacques or Mikkel?
You go first, because that way I can I can defend you if you need it.
What did you call those two glowy things so that I call them?
Staticky, glowing balls of light.
Blue balls. Okay.
One's green.
That doesn't sound right.
One needs medical attention, the other one just needs attention.
So the glowing blue ball is going to go first.
Ugh.
It is going to move up and attack Mikkel.
I'm going to give it a 2. If it's making an attack roll, I'm giving it a 2.
Actually, not much worse than what I actually rolled.
Ah.
Sparks shoot out at you, Mikkel, but nothing actually hits you.
When a creature misses you with a melee attack, you can use a reaction to expend one of your superiority die to make a melee attack against it by using my maneuver riposte. So I will attack it back with my magical Dragon Slayer longsword. So that is a 14 to hit.
You try and slash at it, and you just get wispiness. You don't. Your sword doesn't sink in at all. It does nothing.
Okay.
Next is Pam.
Pam is really excited about this new rapier that she's got. So, do the wolves look like they're going to attack us?
They are snarling at you. Yes, they're running towards you, snarling, gnashing their teeth, drool flying out.
I'll bravely run the 10 feet up to the... Is this brown or gray?
That would be the gray one.
I'll boldly run the 10 feet up to the gray one with my rapier and just, throw it at him.
You're going to actually throw the rapier at?
No, just, thrusting.
There you go. That's the word.
Thrust it at him. That's the word.
Gonna throw it at him while hanging on to it.
17 to hit with the rapier of wounding.
Yes, you hit him.
And I say something cheesy like, hi-ya! I do 4 piercing damage and then 4 necrotic damage with the wound die. So it's 8 damage. Basically, with that sword, it can do a saving throw, right, on the end of its turn. And now I'm scared and nervous that I ran right up to the wolf.
What kind of saving throw was that?
Constitution.
6.
That's not a good save.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. Booch, what you want to do?
Booch is going to awaken his spore babies. So I have symbiotic entity. I can use my wild shape to awaken the spores that infuse me. I gain 24 temporary hit points, and then I will roll double damage anytime I do my Halo of Spores, and an additional 1d6 necrotic damage when I hit with a melee weapon. So I'm going to move up right beside Pam to be right next to this one of these wolves. And that is my turn.
The green glowing orb is going to move up to Jacques. 13. Does a 13 hit you, Jacques?
No, it does not.
So the green will-o-wisp comes swooshing up to you, and it goes shocky, 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 but you don't feel anything. It's just a static discharge all around you.
Shocky, shocky, shocky.
It is now your turn, Jacques.
All right, well, we may as well hit where it's right in front of us. I'm going to pull my whips off my hip. And whip it.
You should say something about shock jock.
23.
23 hits it.
7 slashing. And I will follow up with using my bonus action. Actually, I think I'm going to use my bonus action because I'm a goblin. I can... Okay, first I'm going to use my Fury of the Small because I'm a goblin. I damage a creature with an attack or spell that is larger than... Oh no, this thing's tiny. Shoot! Ah, the one time! Alright, I'm going to... I have my nimble escape though as a goblin. I will disengage as a bonus action. And get out of here. Down. I'm going to kind of dip back towards the edge of the water here. And that is my turn.
Mikkel, this blue glowing orb is right up in your face with the green one not far behind. Jacques just ran away from you.
Okay, so I saw.
I ran away from the will-o-wisp. I didn't run away from Miguel.
So I cut the first time I swung the sword and I missed it. I didn't go through it, right? So I didn't hit it. Yeah. So I'm going to swing yet again at the same blue one then. 26 to hit.
Oh, you pierced right into it, yes. You seem to, carve into the wispiness.
That is... let's see, that's 13 points of damage.
Ooh.
And you have a magical weapon.
Yes. Does it blink out?
13 points of damage?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
She's
Just
not
carve a
impressed.
little chunk off of it.
She's like,
Then
not
I will...
impressed.
I swing through and I hit it. When I hit it, does it do anything? Does it, shudder or anything?
Sure, yeah. It kind of shudders, it kind of wavers a little bit, but it's still there.
So I know I made purchase to it, and then I'll take the sword and swing it back through again with my second attack, trying to blink it out. 22 to hit.
Yes, it hits.
10 points of damage.
Okay. It shudders again, but it's still there.
And I'm going to move within 5 feet around. I'm going to move back behind it. I'm just going to sort of go around the backside of it so it's between myself and the brown direwolf.
Speaking of the brown direwolf, is going to leap over to Booch and go in with its teeth and try and take a chomp out of him. 18 hit you, Booch?
It does.
That is 9 points of damage. Can you give me a strength save, please?
15.
So it chomps onto you and it kind of gives you a little shake, tries to knock you down, but you are sturdy enough to resist.
I have a reaction.
Oh, you do?
I do. So anytime a creature moves into a space within 10 feet of me, or starts its turn there, I can use my Halo of Spores. So it's a DC 15 save. Con save, sorry.
9.
It takes 6 necrotic damage.
You do double because you've activated?
Yeah, that was double.
That was double.
Okay, we're back to the blue wisp. Mikkel, does a 22 hit you?
It does.
You feel a shocking pain jolt through your entire body as this blue will-o'-the-wisp shocks you. And you take 14 points of damage from this.
Ow! This tingles in a bad way. I will not kill it.
Pam!
So how are we supposed to win this fight if we are supposed to not want to kill?
Okay, we don't have to kill the red wolf. These things we can murderize any
Yeah, we
way
can kill
want.
all of this.
I think
Okay.
it's Pam's turn, right?
Yes.
So I was just looking through my character stuff one more time. So I have cunning action from rogueness. So like I can take as a bonus action I could disengage. So like I could do a melee attack and then disengage and move back, right? And then just keep doing that like parry.
Yes.
Okay. I think I need to be doing that.
That's my plan.
My AC be bad.
You do have sneak attack now that Booch is up and engaged
Yes.
with the wolves.
Okay.
Also.
So I have sneak attack. Yes. All right. Roll to hit the gray wolf is 25, which is a crit. So that's 16 plus 3 to my rapier. Yeah, 19. Okay. So then it's actually 39 damage.
Dang.
So you pierce this wolf and it staggers a little bit, but it's still standing, but just barely.
Oh my goodness. Babylon, that was a hell of a hit, huh?
Yeah, I like this sword so much. It's awesome.
Booch.
I mean, my cloak is pretty cool too, but okay, yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my cleaver, big boy, bad boy, and I'm gonna take a swing at the more damaged looking wolf.
The one that's staggering and just barely standing up?
Yes.
Good thinking. It did get a 20 on its con save, so those wounds are canceled out for the next one.
That's 17 to hit.
You hit it, yes.
11 points of bludgeoning damage? Question mark? Slashing. Sorry, 11 points of slashing damage.
Do you want to describe how it dies?
So Booch rears back with this big cleaver and just comes down right kind of on the shoulder of this wolf. And, you know, if you were gonna tear it apart to make a nice hunk of ribs and then also have a shoulder section for grilling later perhaps, surprising precision. But yes, he comes down with a lot of turtle force.
Turtle power.
Smashing into this turtle power. Smashing into this wolf
now.
with his cleaver.
The wolf whimpers, falls to the ground, and goes still.
Oh wow! That when you pause after whimper, I thought it was gonna talk. I was like, no, it's gonna talk.
You were not prepared for the
What
emotional
did we
damage.
do?
I like that Booch butchered it.
I mean, it's a cleaver.
It's what you
knows what
do.
he's doing with
You're a
it. He knows
chef.
how to use
You're a
it.
chef. It's your craft.
Meanwhile, the green will-o'-the-wisp is going to float on over to Mikkel. Does an 18 hit you?
No, it does not.
Shocks all around you, but you don't feel it. You just feel a little static in the air. Shock.
Jocks all around you?
Shocks all around you.
All right. I'm just gonna magic missile the green wisp.
Listen, we brought this up last recording session. Is
We
it
did.
missile or missile? You said missile again.
Missile is not spelt the same as mistletoe, okay, firstly. I
Well,
would
he's
to
like, I
reiterate
say
that.
missile, and then he continues to say missile.
But Jacques says missile.
Yeah, okay, it's Jock. It's Jock. We'll blame.
No,
That's fine.
it's the combination of magic and missile. Say magic
Missile.
missile.
Ah.
That's why it's a different cadence when you say it.
That adds up.
That
Checks
does make a lot
out.
of sense.
And it also adds up these D4s. All 3 darts into the green wisp. 12 force damage.
Not too bad.
Miguel, watch out!
So the green wisp shudders with each hit, and it's still there. It doesn't dissipate or anything.
Okay, I'm done.
Missiles!
The magic missiles!
Mikkel.
All right, I sort of jump back as the green one comes over, and I see the missiles hit, and it shocks, and I hold my shield up towards the green one and swing my sword at the blue one yet again. That is a 28 to hit, and I think that is a crit. Yes.
Your sword definitely finds purchase within the mist.
Let's get it.
42 points of
Oh
damage.
my god. I was...
Wow.
In my head, I was
Holy.
like, if I was going to do this, I would make a big number, just like 56 points of damage. That was pretty close, so the big number I had in my head.
If you were to do this, you would make up. When you've been DMing for too long.
It was just a ideal scenario I was
The
picturing. in my
land
head.
where you own the world and numbers don't mean anything.
You want to describe how this happens?
So I hold my shield up against the green one as it flickers from the magic missile. I take my other sword and swing it up through and smack it through the middle of the light. As the little tiny ball tries to avoid my blade, and I slice right through the middle of it, cracking it as it explodes into a little shocking blink of light.
And the light is gone, and the mist dissipates, and it is no more.
And then I look over at the green one.
Lights out, little fella.
And that's a 12.
Good job, Mikkel. Good job, honey.
With the 12, you're thrown off a little balance. You're thrown off balance a little bit from how hard you hit the blue one, and you whiff on the green one.
Good hit, Miguel. That was a cool line.
I'm going to jump down off this log and move around the will-o-wisp, so I'm sort of now in between the green one and the brown direwolf that's on Booch.
Once again, speaking of the brown direwolf that is on Booch, Booch, does an 18 hit you?
It does.
It lashes out with its teeth and grabs hold again, and does 10 points of piercing damage. Can you give me a strength check, please?
Booch is not feeling very strong right now. 13.
13, the wolf grabs hold of you, and it is able to pull you with a mighty yank of its head to the ground. You are now prone.
Oh boy. Do I still get to use my reaction because the wolf started its turn with me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll do Halo of Spores again. So it's a con save, DC 15.
It only got a 10.
8 necrotic damage.
So as it lashes out with its teeth and it grabs hold and it knocks you to the ground, your spores shoot out and get in its nose, and it sneezes.
So Booch is on the ground.
Booch is on the ground, and it is Pam's turn.
Oh, yeah, bud. Pam is gonna take her rapier of wounds and go cha-cha-cha-cha. Run up to the wolf, right next to Booch, thrust it at him. An 11 to hit.
As you're running up towards the wolf, you slip on the leaves in the wet ground, and you just miss with that rapier.
Alright, so I slip, I miss, and then with my cunning action, I'm like, crap, and I just run back again. Like, oh.
Booch, is now your turn.
Okay. How does it work when you start your turn prone? Do you have to use an action to get up?
You use half your movement to stand.
Okay.
It's kind of bullcrap because you get your turn before I get my turn, so it really doesn't do anything. Because you're not moving away or anything. So.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so I will use half my movement to get back up again. I'll kind of spin around, spin my legs, fling my arms, and up I get.
You really are good at that, Booch.
This isn't Booch's first time on his back in a shell, if you know what I mean. And I
wow.
will.
Oh, wow, Booch.
The wolf winks at you.
What did I tell Jacques earlier? Stop being filthy.
I mean, you told me to inspect the cloak when you get it from strangers.
Yes, that too. Don't take cloaks from strangers, but when you do, inspect them for magic.
All right, he's going to pull out his big boy cleaver again. Take another swipe at this wolf. And that is an adjusted 21 to hit.
You found purchase, yes.
For 10 points of damage, slashing damage.
You leave this big gash right in the side of the wolf. He does not like it.
That's what you get when you knock a booch down.
The green wisp flares again. 13 does not hit you, Mikkel, I assume.
Nope.
So he just flaring, and that's all he's doing. That's all he's doing. Jacques.
Alrighty then. Jacques gonna saddle up kind of behind Booch, off to Mikkel's left. So I'm about 10 feet from. Oh no, I'm right next to the direwolf. Crap. Oh, well, that's fine. But I'm 10 feet from the willow. So, first attack with the magic whip is going to be at the willow. The green willow wisp. Ooh, good. That is only a 13.
You missed.
Freak. Alright, I'll use my offhand whip, which is not magical, for the wolf. The wolf.
Okay.
That is an 22 to hit.
That gets him right on the snout.
And I do get my sneak attack. A total of 11 slashing. And I will use my Fury of the Small, because this wolf is much larger than Jacques. And do...
Yes, he is.
So I deal extra damage equal to my level. So I did an additional 6 damage to him.
The wolf is not happy with you.
And that second attack was my bonus action, so I'm stuck where I am. I'm done.
Mikkel.
I think I gotta delight this thing. So the green one, and I'm gonna sort of move along, move sort of side to side, sort of watching it as it darts along, and then I'm gonna stab in and try to poke right into the middle of it with an 18 to hit.
The 18, you poke into the middle of it, and unfortunately, when you were shifting to one side, your sword was shifting to the other side, and you missed.
Then I'll sort of rear back a little bit and then swing, because that seemed to work pretty well in the past. That is a 27, and that is a crit.
Wow.
I do believe that hits.
John crits so much when we play.
So
More
let's
than
see here.
anyone.
That is 1.
He's the crit meister.
I think that he plays characters with 2 attacks, so it makes it a lot more likely.
Second lot better, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's true. You're doing 2 attacks every turn.
So you're not even that great, John. Don't even get a big head about it.
You're just playing the odds. It's just a numbers
Yeah,
game.
he's just playing the numbers
I'm a
game, bro.
You're not that great. Don't get all up in your head.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's over 40. Is that going to do it?
Yes.
Without
Tell me
doing
how
any
you
more
do
math.
it.
Tell me how you do it.
So this one, I sort of poke into it. It seems to miss. So I sort of get a little bit pissed off. I step up a little closer and I swing across, trying to knock it like a baseball bat. And this time I hit it sort of with the side of the sword, but it flings out over across to the water and fizzles out as it hits.
And the green will-o'-the-wisp is no more.
And then I'm going to spin around and move up on the brown dire wolf here.
The brown direwolf is starting its turn in Booch's area, so does it take another spore thing?
Yes, thank you for reminding me. So DC 15 con save.
I rolled a 17, so that would be a 19.
Save this time.
It just snorts at you. And then the last person to attack it was Jacques. Hit him with a whip on the snout. He really did not like that. Does a 19 hit you, Jacques?
Yep.
8 points of damage. Can you give me a strength save, please?
Je refuse.
What?
This game is not moving forward till you give me a strength save.
Well, it's a 9 because I am not strong.
So he reaches out and he grabs hold of you on your leg and just drags you down, knocks you down, and you're prone in front of it.
How much damage did you take?
8.
I guess I'll use interception. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage to the target by 1d10 plus 3. 13.
All right, I gain.
So I
increase my maximum hit points.
That's a good shield block
That's
right
real
there.
good, Mikkel.
So how does that work with him, with the wolf knocking him prone? So it just, instead of latching on, it just knocks him over?
No, I think probably if you look at the wording of Mikkel's action, it's just reducing damage. It's not negating the hit that the wolf is doing. And if the wolf's prone knock is based on him hitting, then it doesn't matter what damage he deals, because he landed the hit, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, it reduces the damage. You must be wielding a shield or a simple martial. So I would assume it would look like I sort of knocked it with the shield somewhat to reduce the damage, but he was still hit you.
Yeah, he still swept me up.
So you are still prone. Pam, it's your turn.
It's a little crowded up there.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of people up in there.
Pam's gonna try to use her hand crossbow at the brown direwolf.
Roll well, don't hit Booch.
It's 15 to hit.
You hit him. Sinks right into his flank.
Alright, and it's, it's a little less damage, but with sneak attack, it's 7 damage. Pam is not the damage dealer of the group, okay?
Your bolt flies out, hits the wolf, he yelps.
That's it.
That's it. Booch.
I'm just trying to think of like something more interesting to do, but a lot of my like spells, I'm not an evocation wizard that can like sculpt safety.
Come on, you one-trick pony. Cleave him.
Just wallop him. Yeah, come on.
I'm just doing weapons. Yeah.
All right, let's cleave him. Booch rears back again with his trusty big boy cleaver. Nat 20, baby.
What?
The
Nice.
first Nat 20 I've rolled in months.
Good job.
We haven't played much in months, but yeah.
I haven't played in months. That's the first
Fair
Nat
enough,
20
yeah.
I've rolled in months.
I haven't rolled a nat 20.
Okay, how's a Nat 20
Since
work again?
December 19th, the last time we recorded.
Okay, so 14 plus 3. You do the math. 23
Seriously?
damage.
We've been doing everything else for you. So I stop now.
You'd be a good manager.
So-
You delegate well.
17 damage,
You do the math.
6
No.
of which is necrotic.
Wolf is taken down. Tell me how you do it.
Finally.
So he rears back, and he's going for the killing blow. He's going to behead him like a chicken, you might say. And he comes right down in the back of this poor wolf's neck. What did it ever do to anyone? He winces a little bit as the cleaver comes down, but he's got a job to do. And he
Says
beheads
the
Mr.
vegan
Wolf.
butcher.
Yeah.
I have to feed the masses.
Says the hippie
I'm sorry,
tortoise.
chicken.
You should use the cooking terms. I will fillet it.
Yes. He fillets its head right off.
Okay, everything is dead now. You did it.
Yay!
You killed these two poor wolves and
We saved the
glowing
town.
balls.
That was the wolf.
That was it.
That was
Those
easy.
were some wolves, yes.
I think we'll claim it as victory and head back to town for board.
Let's take the head with us, huh? Get some more root.
Yes.
Some
Yes.
more rooms. Guys, I don't think... No. Remember what Booch said? There was even bigger wolves. Wolves.
Shall we head back?
Give me a survival check to see if you can figure out how to head back.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, did we get turned around?
Booch has an 18.
Mikhail has a 12.
Mikkel, you are not really sure how you got to this little clearing. Booch, you're like, the trail's right over here. We need to go this way.
I think we go this way. And I point north.
Well,
Ish.
no offense, Mikkel, but,
Offense taken. It's this way.
yeah, the trail goes this way, friend.
I see. Well, I'll go that way this time.
You see these markings here? That's the trail.
Okay. Are we going back for board
End room.
and room?
Okay, but I feel like we didn't... Okay. I'm with you guys, but I don't think that was it.
We do not want to be out here at dark. Nah, I do not think this was the Wolf de Rouge idea, but We do not want to be here in the dark, no?
But doesn't the red wolf only come out at dark? Like,
Well, yes,
we should
but,
be out at dark.
While I fought expertly, some of you got hit a little bit, huh? Are you not wounded, Booch and Mikhail?
I think we continue to come out here during the day and not kill these wolves until there's enough of them not killed that we can not kill the big one.
The issue is, if the red wolf isn't out at daytime, all I'm saying is we'll have to be out at night at some point. I'm game with doing it now, but you're right. Maybe we should rest.
Okay, north.
Yeah, I think the trail loops around Mikhail, so you're both right, huh?
Then we'll go the short way.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to town and wait all night and
Okay.
just like first thing in the morning and like come out here.
You're walking through the forest.
No,
You found the
Emily,
trail that-
we're getting back to town.
No, we've already, we all agree.
No, that's
we're gonna
not
be
how
in
this
town.
works.
You're walking through the forest, damn it, and you found the trail that originally brought you in, and you hear tuneless humming coming from just ahead of you, and someone walking, crunching leaves underfoot, not trying to be stealthy. You see Lyle, the older woman from the tavern, 2 hairs slung over her shoulder. Well, hello there, heroes. I was thinking, have you spoken with Aelith? She's the only one that was left alive the last time the wolf came. She might know something that could be helpful to you.
What is an Aelith?
The old woman that takes care of the cemetery.
Oh yeah, we talked to her.
And you saw the cairn and the tree?
Yeah, we tied ribbons in the tree and we met the witch.
You saw a witch?
You know, the sexy witch.
I know a sexy witch.
A
when I
sexy
see it,
witch?
huh?
I don't know anything you're talking about.
I don't know what
sexy.
you mean about the Karen. Did you guys see Karen? I haven't seen Karen in a few years now.
Oh boy.
What did we miss, Lyle, huh?
The cairn, it had writing on it, something about, let me think.
I think you already told us this once in the tavern, no?
Yeah, something about the wolf's fell bite and a rowan tree and a ribbon and blah, blah, blah.
Huh? That sounds like useful.
It sounds like everything we did. No, we talked to her as a banshee, a.k.a. the sexy witch. It led us to a well.
You talked to the banshee?
Yeah, the banshee was nice. They gave us helpful magical items.
Not as scary as I once thought, huh?
Oh, interesting. Well, it's getting late. We should be getting inside, lest we face the wolf.
We saw the fairy, too. Have you ever seen the fairy?
Fairy?
Yeah, we saw the fairy riding the doe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Guys.
A woman.
Yeah.
On a deer.
You saw a woman on a deer.
Yeah.
Well, briefly.
You been out here smoking something?
Well, they're my spore babies.
Against my will, yes.
If it grows, it's fine.
I think maybe this lady on the deer, I think for some reason she's cursed this town, and the red wolf is the curse.
A curse, you say?
Why would she curse your town?
Why are you,
Why are you laughing?
cackling evilly?
Yeah, there's definitely a curse on this town.
Care to elaborate?
It's the wolf. The wolf that comes around every so often.
I believe we just said that to you, no?
And I said it back to you. I think I said it first.
I do not think it was out of your mouth before ours, huh?
I didn't get hit in that fight, but I feel like I did.
Let's get back to town. I imagine Iona and Davina have some food ready for us. And I got these hairs we could have.
Oh, now there's food ready for us. Okay. Heroes and all.
Lead the way,
Breakfast was pickings.
old woman.
She glares at you. And she walks to town. You guys go back to town.
Old sexy woman, huh?
If you say so.
I mean, she only has 2 hairs, but I'm into bald women.
She does have 2 hairs on
It's
her
funny
back.
because when she first said that she slung 2 hairs over her shoulder, that's what I thought she meant.
too.
I was like,
Hares. Hairs.
Can you fling 2 hairs?
Absolutely, I thought so too. Yeah. Like the biggest world's biggest comb over.
The biggest comb.
Like,
I can tell you from experience, you can't fling two.
I mean, I kind of did picture someone with like braided pigtails and like the two hairs were flung, and then I realized, oh, she was out here hunting. So dumb.
Words.